And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. It's going to be a scorcher out there today. It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the Baltimore Orioles.
And now,
first pitch coming your way next.
Your Baltimore Orioles.
So just about set now. And pitching here today, Zach Eflin. How about a scouting report on him?
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because, you know, guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same-side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count, and to opposite guys be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
Mike Tauchman leading things off and takes a strike. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Base hit, so a man on base to start the inning.
Everything came together for him. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
And now it's Luis Robert. Fouled off down the right side. The delivery to Robert, and that's outside.
One ball.
Runner at
one
first
strike.
with no outs here. And now 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Fouled off. He was late. Struck him out of the front door breaking ball.
Well, that right there is a nasty front door breaking ball. I mean, those are so tough to stay in on and not give up because out of the hand, it looks like it's almost going to hit you, and then at the last moment, dips over that inside corner. Really nice pitch.
Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit. Tauchman over at first with 1 away.
Nope, that's away.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Cowser going back. And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
Off the bat, I thought they were going to score their first run of the game, and that feels like a tough break. But look at the bright side. Really good contact at the plate, and now they're working with not just 1 but 2 runners in scoring position. So they'd love another base hit right here.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Andrew Vaughn steps to the plate for the White Sox. Swings through that one.
1 strike.
Two on, 1 out. That misses off the outside edge. That one catches the zone. Now he's in a 1-2 hole.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. 1 runs in. The second run scores, and they lead by 2.
Oh, that's a big at-bat coming through in the clutch to drive in a pair. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
1 down, runner at first. Here's Josh Rojas. That's to third. Fires to second for 1. And that's 2. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. On to the bottom of the first. It's the White Sox 2 and the Orioles nothing. Back here in Baltimore, and today's starting pitcher, Martin Perez.
They're looking for him to get through the lineup a couple of times, limit as much damage as possible, and keep this game close. He's not exactly expected to eat up innings, but he's capable of doing that if he plays his cards right in this one.
Bottom of the first. And into the box for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. And that's downstairs. 1-0. Perez, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a changeup, a cutter, a curve, and he works in a four-seamer. And there's the strike. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And he grounds one to the right side. And that's just foul. Next pitch is downstairs.
2-2.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. Double into the gap, and that was a really nice swing to beat the inside pitch. He just beat him to the spot. Kept his hands tight inside that baseball, and that just allowed him to drive it into the alley right there.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Adley Rutschman, the next to hit. And the pitch a little bit low, ball one. Next offering is downstairs. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and they trail by 1.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. And that one fouled off. Nobody out, runner at first. Swinging a foul straight back. And takes low for ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Line drive, applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play.
Batting fourth, designated hitter, Ryan.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle. There's the strike.
0-1.
Fair ball.
Batting fifth.
Here's Tyler O'Neill.
Tyler O'Neill.
And first offering is fouled off. Mountcastle, the runner at first with 2 gone. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Lead runner to second with 2 gone.
Back-to-back singles. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
First and second, 2 outs. And now the right fielder, Colton Cowser, outside. Ball 1.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
2 on, 2 outs. Next pitch is outside.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Clips the outside corner. Strike 1.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The pitch. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Two on, 2 outs. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. On the ground. Steps on the bag for the force. Inning over, and it could have been worse. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, and it's now a 2-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back now at Oriole Park. Second inning set to go. And here is Sosa to the plate. Eflin, 30 years old now, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. That one hit to right. Cowser on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 up, 1 down. Miguel Vargas now at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. 1 out, bases empty. Foul ball there. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now 2 gone.
Batting 8, shortstop.
2 outs,
Brooks
bases
Baldwin.
empty. And the batter will be the shortstop, Brooks Baldwin. Back up the middle and a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Batting 9th, catcher.
Here's Corey Lee, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. Eflin a move to first. Baldwin dives back in safely. And ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Lifted in the air, right center field. It falls in, and that's a base hit. Coming home. The throw's offline. He's safe. It's
Now
3-1.
right
Well
fielder,
done. Drives
Mike
in the
Hoffman.
run. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Here's Mike Tauchman. Scored the first run of the game back in the first after a single to reach base. Pitch misses there, and that is ball one.
Ball. High.
And that's in the dirt. Luis Robert Jr. up next for the White Sox. Next offering is in for a strike.
It's a good spot with the 3-0 pitch right there. You don't want to lay something in, and it turns out to be a homer.
And a foul ball. On the ground right side. Throws to first in time. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Sox get one on the RBI double. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Bottom of the second.
Leading
Here's the
off
center
for the
fielder,
Orioles.
Cedric
Center
Mullins.
fielder, Cedric Mullins.
Perez back to work. That one in the dirt, and that's ball one. Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
Clyde Washington doing the umpiring behind the dish in this one. Sometimes considered a bit of a pitcher's umpire, Singy.
He likes the low ball, which traditionally favors pitching, but, you know, hitters today are pretty good at dropping their barrel down, so we'll see how it goes in this one.
On a bounce right side. Fires over to
He's
first.
out.
And a quick out, number one.
Batting eighth, third baseman, Jordan.
Here's the third baseman, Jordan Westburg. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. And that one in there at the knees for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Next offering is down low. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his own right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Here's a speed threat, Jackson Holliday. Foul ball. Two outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss.
0-2. Oh.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a swing and a miss. On to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We played 2 full. It's the White Sox 3 and the Orioles 1. And we're back. Now the number 2 hitter, Luis Robert Jr.
Luis Robert Jr.
In there at the knees. Strike 1.
You know, these White Sox doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. Benintendi up here. Doubled in his first AB.
Benintendi.
Benintendi, the former first-round pick, Golden Spikes Award winner. Went with the sweeper for the strike.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And misses inside. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Next offering upstairs.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Pulled down the line. This one hammered, but it's foul.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike. You go after him and finish him off.
Outside, and that is ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
Andrew Vaughn.
Andrew Vaughn now. He drove in 2 with a single his first time up. In there at the knees. Strike 1.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
No ball. 2 strike.
Benintendi, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, he locked him up with the cutter on the outside right there, and I got to think he was looking middle in because he just couldn't pull the trigger. And, you know, with 2 strikes, fastball coming in, you've got to be ready to swing it. That time it cut to the outside part of the plate, and he just couldn't pull the trigger.
Liner, base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
No waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Two aboard, 2 outs. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-2. One ball. 2 strikes.
Squirts away a little bit. And there's a ball. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. And that is that. White Sox strand a couple, but they still lead it 3-1. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the last of the third. And now the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
Lots of players perform better at home, and this batter is no exception. Might be the crowd or the familiar surroundings, but he's typically better in this environment.
Robert on the move. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, catcher, Adley.
Here's Adley Rutschman. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. To third, Rojas. Zips it across. Rutschman retired.
Now batting, first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn.
Ryan O'Hearn, the next to hit for the Orioles. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And there's a fly ball deep right field. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. Ryan O'Hearn goes deep. It's 3-2.
That's exactly what this crowd wanted to see in this spot. He blasted that pitch. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
That one pushed foul. This to third. Dives, and he can't hang on. The throw won't get there in time, and they don't get an out on the play. So a man at first. And next for the Orioles, Tyler O'Neill. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Squirts away a little bit. Now one missed.
Well, they gave up the home run earlier in this inning, not pitching as aggressively here.
In for a strike. Now 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And a strike in there. Tying run is at first here in the last half of the third.
3-2.
In the dirt. Three balls, 2 strikes the count. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 3 innings complete. It's the White Sox 3 and the Orioles 2. Start of the
Leading
fourth,
off
so
for the
now
White
it's the White Sox
the
DH,
designated hitter,
Miguel Vargas. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Hauls it in for the out.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Baldwin in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. That one down the line and foul ball. Chris, you played here in 2002. What are the memories that stand out as to being a member of the Baltimore Orioles?
For me, it was just pulling into the parking lot and having those that were there with an encouraging smile or a pat on the back, regardless of how things were going. It made it a lot easier to come to the ballpark, whether you were doing well or you were struggling. And then the way that they treated your family. I mean, this is a great place to play, and I'd say it's got to be one of the top places in all of baseball.
The shortstop takes the ball, and you had a cameo in the movie Moneyball as an Orioles player in a highlight clip. Next pitch is outside. That one the other way. Nice grab.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control. This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
And it goes just foul. In the air, right side. Cowser towards the line. Got it. Really had to move for that catch. And that is that. Bottom of the inning. Now at the plate, Colton Cowser.
Right fielder, Colton Cowser.
Just missed.
You know, these Orioles doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well. Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to...
This one smashed down the right field line. Fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Cedric Mullins, the next to hit for the Orioles. The other way. Makes the catch, one down. Throw behind the runner. They've got him doubled off.
Up next for the Orioles, third baseman.
Now the third baseman, Jordan Westburg. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And that's a base hit into left field. And that keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Orioles, second baseman.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Jackson Holliday. 0 for 1 so far. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. No runs on 2 base hits. No errors, and 1 left on base. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the White Sox 3 and the Orioles 2. Back now at Oriole
Leading
Park.
off for the
Top
White
five,
Sox,
John Sciambi with
right
Chris
fielder,
Singleton.
Mike Tauchman.
And leading it off, Mike Tauchman. Eflin back to work. Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And that one misses up and in. And the count is 1-2. That one ripped. This looks like extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS
Center
jump
fielder,
up.
Luis
Manager
Robert
might have to
Jr.
go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
So here's Robert now, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. This to third, and they take care of Robert for the out.
Now batting,
Andrew
left fielder,
Benintendi steps up.
Benintendi.
Late swing, foul to the left. Started to swing, held up. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Yennier Cano is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Dominguez also throwing. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Ouch. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. And now, Andrew
Up next for the
Vaughn.
White Sox, first baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
There's a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches down an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Ground ball right side. Down the line, and it's foul. Runners at first and second with 1 gone, and we're at the top of the 5th.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Next to hit,
Now
Josh
batting,
Rojas.
third baseman, Josh Rojas.
That one drifts inside. First and second, 2 down. And fouled off. Here's a 1-1. In for a strike, and now just 1 pitch away from surviving the inning. Holiday. Tosses to first. That's out number 3. Back here in Baltimore. Now it's the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against it.
Tap foul at the plate.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
High fly ball out towards left center. Makes the grab, one down.
Now batting, catcher, Adley.
Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman.
Well, not only can Perez pitch, but he can also sing. Remember, he performed the national anthem for Team Venezuela leading up to the World Baseball Classic? If you watch that video, you'll see how much that moment meant to him.
One down, base is empty. Off the mark there, and a count 2-1. And that one wrapped foul. And it remains 2-2. That's to third. Zips it to first. Rutschman retired.
Now batting, first baseman, Ryan.
And here's the first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn. He's already homered here in this one. O'Hearn goes 6 feet 3 inches, 220 pounds, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2014. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a fair ball. Around first, digging for 2. Throws to second, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Now pitching.
A new
for the
arm into the
Orioles.
game, the righty, Yennier Cano.
Number 78.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So digging in, Lenin Sosa. That one ripped, but foul.
You know, these White Sox really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
The 1-1. That one missing inside.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
Next pitch is outside. And there's a foul ball. Three and 2. Payoff pitch. Got him. One away.
Up next for Chicago.
Next to hit, Miguel Vargas. 0 for 2 in this one. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Movement in the bullpen. Gregory Soto is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Fought off foul. On the ground to the left, and foul ball. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Foul ball, still 0-2. One down, base is empty. That's way outside. And the count 1-2. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Chases the changeup in the dirt. Got him. Two gone after the strikeout.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. The shortstop takes the ball. That misses the zone. Now 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swinging a foul straight back. Two now. Stays alive. The 2-2.
Ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Ripped to short. On to O'Hearn. And that is the inning. Nothing doing for the White Sox, but they're up 3-2. Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, number 64.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of them right here to get some critical outs.
Well, 1-run game. Now it's the DH, Ryan Mountcastle. He's 2 for 2. Right through there for a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Frazier Ellard, the left-hander, up and throwing. Varland warming up as well. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Hit on the ground to short. Baldwin. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Up next for the Orioles, left fielder Tyler O'Neill.
Now the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill, 1 for 2. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Next offering in there for a strike, and it's 0-2.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what.
Oh, nice stop on a slide. And that's a great play for the out.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great. Reaction time was there, and the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. That one outside, and that's ball one. Two down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the sixth. Pitch misses outside, and the count now 2-0. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Way back there, gone into the flagpole. And this game is tied. It's 3-3.
He just sent this stadium into a frenzy. They're going nuts. When you're lacking velocity, it's so critical that you move the ball around, change speeds, even try to trick the hitter at times. But when you give up a home run right there, manager doesn't have a lot of patience because the velocity is not there to overcome and get the swing and miss.
The batter now, Cedric Mullins.
0-1.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
That's outside, and it's 1-2.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the bat alive.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the inning is over. Solo homer brings in one for Baltimore. We're tied now at 3 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Andrew Kittredge.
Now pitching for the Orioles, number 39, Andrew Kittredge.
Here's the catcher, Corey Lee.
Leading off for the White Sox, catcher Corey Lee.
And that drops in for a strike. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
Well, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your two-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
Now, Mike Tauchman. Up the middle. Got him on the off-balance throw. Tauchman is gone.
Now batting, the center fielder, Luis Robert Jr.
And now here's the big center fielder, Luis Robert. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Now pitching for Chicago.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Frazier Ellard.
Frazier Ellard.
Leading off, Jordan Westberg. Swinging a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. So he goes yard to left. And just like that, they're out front. It's 4-3. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Jackson Holiday digs in now. First offering, and it just misses.
You know, these Orioles, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball. Just a slow ground ball this time. The throw to first, and one away in the bottom of the 7th.
Now batting, shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. 1 for 3. And that's in there for strike 1.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
Next offering is fouled back. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in here, the bottom of the 7th. Sets him down on strikes. Fastball at the letters, froze him for strike 3. Here's the catcher to hit, Adley Rutschman.
Adley Rutschman.
That catches the top part of the zone. That's strike 1.
1 strike. Oh.
This ball's chopped on the ground. Throws to first. Rutschman retired. Inning over. Solo homer brings in 1 for Baltimore. It's now a 4-3 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Keegan Aiken.
Now pitching
These
for
are the spots
Orioles.
relievers really make a name for themselves.
Number 45.
Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Benintendi in the box now. Takes strike 1. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Always feels amazing getting a job
Now
done when the
first
team
baseman,
needs you to come
Andrew
through.
Vaughn.
It's just bigger than your own individual stats. You got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
No outs. Runner at first. Andrew Vaughn will hit next. Outside low. 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
Holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. A little bit high, and the count is 2-0. And that one fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that is out of play. White Sox down a run. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
So up next for Chicago, Josh Rojas. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
White Sox down a run. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-2.
The 0-2. Ball 1 there.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Benintendi, the base runner at first with 1 out. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Mullins whips it back in. Runner holds it second, but they've got something going on here.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it. A chance now to even the score and maybe extend this game.
Substitution now at first base. Entering is the pinch runner, Brian Ramos. And up next for Chicago, Lenny Sosa. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Out in front and foul to the left side.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Here's your 1. Ground ball left side, could be 2. There's 1, and that's 2.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
Now pitching for
Back
Chicago.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we
Number
roll into the
37.
bottom of the 8th, Gus Varland.
Gus Varland.
And into the box for
Leading off
Baltimore,
for the
Ryan
Orioles.
O'Hearn.
First
He's already
baseman,
homered in this game.
Ryan O'Hearn.
Varland, 6'1" righty, 28 years old, and he found his way onto the team after being claimed off waivers. That one lifted to left. Benintendi ranging after it. Reaching for it, makes the catch.
Now
Gotta
batting,
love the over-the-shoulder
designated
catch. I
hitter,
tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Ryan Mountcastle.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Ryan Mountcastle. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Activity in the pen for the White Sox. Cam Boozer, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Gilbert getting cranked up as well. There's a strike. Base is empty, one away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Into center. Coming on Robert, and he's there.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
O'Neal, the next to hit, takes ball 1. And a foul ball. Ball to strike. And that's a little high. In the air, left field, down the line. And Benintendi able to make the grab. That is the inning.
Now pitching.
Welcome
for the
back,
Orioles.
and here comes the closer, Felix
Number
Bautista.
74.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Vargas in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Drops into the glove. One away. And next to hit for the Sox, Brooks Baldwin. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. This one in the air. Henderson drifts towards it. And there are 2 outs.
A couple of pitches and a quick out.
White Sox down to their final out. Corey Lee, the next to hit. That one's in there. That's strike 1.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Bautista is just 1 strike away. And the 0-2.
That's a ball.
Hit to right, and that should do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Orioles hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.